Okay, guys, I want to tell you this time when I was younger, right? So me and my sister always had to keep have the same room, right? And I think I was like in elementary school, right? And my mom always told us never to have like a chair in front of us, when we're sleeping, or right next to the bed, right? So we usually have like the bed is right on like not next to the door, but like far from the door, right? And we always put like a chair right next to like next to the bed. So the bed, the chair is right next to the bed, right? And my mom always tells us don't put the chair next to the bed because you'll um I think track duppies or spirits or something like that, and they will sit there beside you as you sleep, right? So we didn't understand that, right? Because we was like young. So I'm gonna tell you the time when I saw a ghost. And I wasn't really fond of like seeing ghosts or like talking to ghosts. I was never like that kind of child. So it was a day, right? And I was like coming from school, and it was time for like to go to sleep, right? And the chair is right next to the bed, right? So I woke up out of my sleep, right? Don't know why, but I heard a noise. And it sounded like it was like a child, right? So I wake up, I'm rubbing my eyes, just thinking that I'm not really awake, right? But apparently I am awake, and I'm seeing like someone or a child right next to the chair, right beside her bed, right? And I'm like, I woke up because I heard a noise, right? And the kid was crying, right? And I always thought that,
I
why is
forgot to
this
tell
kid
you
crying,
that I
right?
jumped off the bed and I was trying to talk to the kid first when he was crying. And I was asking him "Are you okay, right?" And he didn't reply to me, right? And then I was like, "Do you know where you are, right?" And he didn't reply either. So I was like, "This kid is waking me up out of my sleep, and he's not replying to any of my answers, right?" So I was like, "Whatever, you can stay right there, right?" So I went back into bed, right? And I was like sleeping, right? And I still hear this kid crying, right? This ghost kid crying, right? And I'm like, okay, this is getting very annoying, right? Why are you crying, right? So I was like, shut up. And I was like, kept like getting out of my bed, right? And after a while, he didn't want to reply to me, right? So I started hitting it. And apparently, when I was hitting the ghost kid, it was going through him, right? Because he's a ghost, right? So I'm like hitting the ghost, right? And I'm thinking that I'm really actually hitting him, right? Until I just started to notice, it's going through his body, right? So then I got scared, right? I jumped back in the bed, right? Thinking that, oh snap, this is just a dream, right? That's what I'm thinking in my head, right? Trying not to wake up my sisters in the same bed as me, right? So I'm closing my eyes, putting the covers over my head, right? Thinking it's a dream. So, and I'm like under the covers, right? I'm like saying to the ghost, if he can hear me, right? Go away, go away. I don't want to talk to you anymore. Go away. So I think that's the part I left off saying, right? So I guess I'm gonna put it in to this part right here, and then it'll go to the next part, right? So yeah.
After a while, he kept doing that, right? And I got annoyed by him. So I don't know why in my head I thought he was a real child, right? So I'm
Like I
throwing
was
things
saying,
at
I was
him.
kicking and hitting that ghost, spirit. And I was like, what the hell? And now I think about it, that's kind of weird. Why would you even try to hit something you can't really see? In my head, I thought I could see him because it was like a shadow and it was like a kid crouching down. So, yeah, I think that's how it was actually happening. And I bet you guys like how you can hit like a spirit or a ghost, right? It's gonna go through, right? At this point, I was like in elementary school, so in my head, I'm not really thinking really good, right? And besides, I just woke up, right? So in my head, I was like, I'm done talking to this ghost, you know, spirit, whatever, right? And I started to hit it, right? Hit the ghost, you know, with my hands and my feet, right? Start kicking and start stomping them, right? So I guess that's how it's weird, right?
Telling to shut up and go to sleep or something, right? And so I woke up again. As I'm throwing the pillows and telling it to shut up, right? To go to sleep, right? It disappeared, right? And I'm like, maybe I was just sleeping, you know? Maybe I was just thinking I saw a kid, right? And after a while, it kept happening, right? And I finally said, go away, you know? I don't want to see you anymore, right? It finally disappeared, you know? I tried telling it to my mom, right? And she was like, what are you talking about? There's no one in your room, you know? And there was no boy in your room, right? And I'm like confused because I was like, I swear I saw a kid crying, right? She's like, what are you talking about? There's no one in your room. Didn't I tell you stop putting that chin next to your bed, you know? You attract duppies and ghosts, right? And I was like, I already tracked them, you know? They won't leave me alone, you know? She's like, what are you talking about? Ain't no duppies in your room, you know? So I kept telling her that, right? And then she was like, I'm gonna go get that little thing there so I can bless your room. Maybe you won't see him as much, you know? So it happened, and I never saw him again, you know? The kid was like a pale white kid, you know? And he had like blackish hair, you know? It was long. It was like maybe covering his eyes, you know? Kind of happy I didn't see his eyes, you know? Maybe I'll get freaked out, you know? I don't know. But if you see like ghosts and stuff like that, you know, maybe I tracked them because I don't know, maybe because the chair, you know, I don't know if it was just like that or so. But that was kind of weird. That's the first time I ever like counted like seeing like a child ghost in my room. I don't know if something happened in my room before we even got there, you know. So I'm like, I could have looked that up, but I was like, nah, the ghost is gone, so he won't bother me no more, right? That's what I thought, you know. Just having like a chair or open space on your bed could like make the duppy sit there and watch you like sleep or something like that. That's what I heard, you know. So if you ever had like something happen like that, like comment down below, you know. I think I should have said it better, like the bed was like on the side and then it was like a chair right beside the bed, you know. And that's how it was, you know. I usually like, I never go to sleep. I always like watch like Inuyasha, Naruto or something like that was on TV, you know. And until I fall asleep, because I was never like a child to fall asleep. Maybe I was not even born in the nighttime. I think I was born in the morning. I think. I'm not too sure, you know. But I guess I'm wearing my glasses, you know. I have another one. But apparently I went there and I couldn't like record me picking up my glasses, but whatever. I think it looks cute on me, you know. Okay guys, like and subscribe, turn your notifications on. See you later, bye.